Hell figure, nigga. Friday. Aggie as fuck. How you doing? Okay. Afternoon research show. I just, I was having a tough morning, and I found myself doing yard work, and I said, what are you doing? What are you doing? We left all this shit in Pennsylvania. I lived in Pennsylvania for over 26 years. You know this. Lived on 40 acres of land. You saw me riding the tractor all the time, shooting the plaques in the backyard, the big-ass water fountain, the marble floors, and all that fancy shit, you know? But I don't want to do yard work anymore. I don't want to clean the fucking the gutters. I'm Aggie. I found myself cutting up a tree that fell 2 weeks ago, because now the cats are using the tree to do, I don't know, some type of aerobics or something. So I decided to cut the goddamn tree. And I said, what are you doing? This is not what we want to do. I'm in a very beautiful new home that, the corporation was renting for me at first. Now I'm paying the rent. I think I'm going to move to either downtown Atlanta and get a small apartment where I don't have to do any yard work at all. Or when I go to Clearwater, Florida next month, maybe I'll just get a small place there and just, enjoy the next year or two. Anyway, Troll Babies, good afternoon. How you guys doing? Yeah, the tag's there. Just give me some time. I'm Aggie. Fucking Aggie. On the screen, my research title, Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty reportedly under investigation in high priority case. Are you wishing jail upon Nicki Minaj? I am not. I've never met Nicki. I like her as an artist. She's been going through it. I think she's the queen still. Bars are still hot, I like her swag, her vibe, her music, and I even like the little snippiness about it, I like all that. But she's got herself caught up in a pickle, as they say, with this nigga, the pimp, who I also like. I like the way he barked on Meek Mill. You pussy! You pussy! Anyway, so this morning I rewatched, because a couple of weeks ago I watched this video with Jennifer, the female who Kenneth Petty was convicted of attempted rape back in 1995. And the story has taken some twists and some turns. So I want to try and hash it out right in front of you guys. Maybe someone can call in and bring me up to speed. But there's now an investigation, according to Jennifer. The United States Marshals have contacted her. I guess he's trying to get this, if he can, this attempted rape case expunged. If that's possible, I don't know. I have little knowledge of his record, but that's what I'm talking about this afternoon. Also on the screen, let me think for a second. As you know, I've been a doggy daddy most of my life, going back to the 70s. I love dogs. I love cats. I've got a bunch of wild cats out here now. Oh, and I want to talk about Diablo. Let me write that down. I think he's trying to punk me. The black cat in my yard. Diablo. And I feel like I need to get another dog. I've had all sorts of dogs going back to the 70s. Again, German Shepherds, Labrador Retrievers, Doberman Pinschers. Do you know what type of dog I don't want? I don't want a Staffordshire. I don't want a pit bull. I do not want a combination of a pit bull terrier. And most people, unless you know those dogs, you don't even know what you're raising. But I don't want one of those dogs, respectfully. I like them, but I don't have the time, because they, in my opinion, they need more mental nurturing than most dogs because of the crossbreeding that has gone on throughout the decades. The irresponsibility. And if you know those dogs, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm considering getting a dog. Going to a shelter. What do they call rescue dogs? Now, also, let me just say this before we get to Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty. You have to know what type of dog works with your personality. Dogs listen to me because I'm good to dogs. I work with them. I'm very, very patient. I don't beat them. I don't put collars on them. I don't feel the need to put a collar on a dog unless I'm walking he or she in some type of area where, you have to have a leash on your dog. But you have to know what type of dog works with your personality, because some people will say that a dog is an extension of the owner's personality. Okay, it's a deep conversation if you care to go there. Also, this afternoon, let me say salute to Anwar, who sent me an email earlier. Anwar, God bless you, sir. There is no God in my opinion, but God bless you for sending me a video. The video is titled, "Lacking, Old Girl Caught Slipping on a Weed Deal." This brought a smile to my face. Troll babies, anybody seen this video? Two girls sitting in a car. One of them puts the weed on the scale. I guess she's trying to either serve somebody, and somebody just sticks their arm in there and snatches the weed, takes off. The streets gotta eat. And then the girl in the passenger seat, she ducks down because, shots might get to ripping. Oh, I laughed. I enjoyed it. Again, thank you, Anwar. Anwar, is it Q or Anwar? Yeah, Anwar Q. Thank you, sir. Brought a smile to my face, Okay, troll babies, good afternoon. How you guys doing in there? How you doing? What's happening? What's cracking? Focus or fold? Okay. All right. Good to see some of you guys there. Okay. Again, I'm doing research, so the pace is going to be a little slow. According to multiple reports, the Atlanta police here in Atlanta, GA, have issued a warning ahead of time for this weekend, the NBA All-Star Weekend, which is in town. And, they're going to catch people lacking, I'm sure. And I was going to say, please don't come down here without a driver's license, but you know what? That's your business. These police down here, the sheriffs, and the deputies and so on and so forth, if they get you in their clutches, they're going to make you wait. Remember a couple months ago, they made me sit in the vehicle for about 45 minutes because I have firearms legal, and I have a badge and some other things, and I have credentials. I have a bunch of other shields and business cards from federal agents and so on and so forth. But they make you wait on the side of the road. If you start that bullshit trying to talk like, am I being detained and all that, oh, yada, 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 you can't do this. Or they will put the steel bracelets on you fast. Just let you know that right now, okay? Hang on a second, guys. Let me make sure everything's copacetic here. Okay. And salute to Stone TV. You sent in a super chat yesterday. I didn't get a chance to get to it before I shut the show down. Stone TV. He was talking about the baby. That was yesterday's topic. Okay, he was just saying, fuck the baby. Okay, thank you so much, sir. And Jersey Stand Up, thank you so much for your donation. Those were two leftovers from yesterday, okay? All right. Also, troll babies. Does anybody care about ESPN was trying to reunite Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith? I need to be educated on this because I thought that Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman were doing or are doing great, the chemistry. No? Yes? Skip Bayless, isn't he like 69 or in his early 70s? And Stephen A. Smith was pushing for the deal. Anyway, Skip Bayless re-signed $32 million for 4 years. He's going to remain at FS1. Despite staying with FS1, reports have surfaced that ESPN tried to get Bayless back, and Stephen A. Smith was pushing for it. So is Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman not feeling each other? Someone educate me, please. Is there tension behind the scenes? Or is it fake news? Okay. Let me know. Anyway, all right, so I'm talking about Nicki Minaj, the investigation. And let me just go back and say this female, Jennifer, I believe her. She's been talking about, she wasn't even speaking about this. Kenneth Petty did his time in jail because he was convicted on this. He took a deal. When he hooked up with Nicki Minaj, Nicki gets up on social media and starts doing all this extra shit. Said that the girl was lying. And that's what brought the girl out. In similar fashion, how Charlemagne was kicking dirt on Jessica Reed. He brought her out. She went to a bunch of different media sources. Everybody said, nah, we're not interested. Came to me, and I said, I'm not interested. After about 3 months, she came back to me. Her brother came back to me, and they sent me the paperwork. I said, oh, Jesus. Here we go. We go to bullshit. So that's the story I broke, as you know. But anyway, so I want to talk about this if anybody's interested, okay? And also, guys, I have some sponsors I'm going to be promoting today. Pretty heavy. Let me put one on the screen right now. It's a new sponsor. And this is their IG page, Instagram.com/Alkaline Streams. Please go there. I just learned that there's 5 different types of water. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I just learned this. And this platform is very informative, and they have these waters, and it's all sorts of different waters. One, is it beauty water? Somebody help me out, or maybe I'll just pull the information. There's water that you wash your face with that you don't drink, and then there's other water that you can use for different things. Alkaline Streams on Instagram. Go check them out, okay? All right, let me go to the phone lines, chop it up with some of you guys, and let's see about Nicki Minaj. Does anybody care? Is she going down? Area code. Okay, they fell out. Hang on a second. 347. Good afternoon. Are you there? I'm doing research. Okay, folks, please don't call me and then put me on speakerphone. Don't do me any favors. Yeah, what's up, man? I'm Aggie already. Yeah. Sir, you're calling me on a speakerphone. What do you want?
My fault. Star, let's talk about the NBA.
Let's go, man. Come on. All-Star Weekend.
So listen. At the end of the day, this is a microwave. This is a microwave All-Star game number 1. I don't even lend any credence to it, really. They just announced it like 2-3 weeks ago, so this ain't even a real All-Star game. That's number 1. Okay. There's not going to be any real fans there, if any. So there's really no hype about this All-Star game whatsoever. That's 1. Number 2 is Skip Bayless and Stephen A. don't need to be together anymore because Skip Bayless already set the precedent that he doesn't need Stephen A. Smith. Skip Bayless is the primary troll. He's the king of all trolls outside of yourself. So he already has a platform outside of ESPN. ESPN would do better with him back to increase some of their horrible content and bad ratings. But Skip Bayless is an entity all on his own. I enjoy watching him and Shannon Sharp go at it more than Stephen A.
Okay, well, now hang on a second because I saw this story on multiple platforms. Is this fake news or is it real news that they were trying to get him back with Stephen A. Smith?
I don't know. I've seen some of the reports, but reports are reports.
Right.
I haven't seen Stephen A. confirm it. I haven't seen Skip Bayless confirm it. And like I said, why would I leave ESPN when ESPN is a sinking ship, been a sinking ship? He actually, in my opinion, Skip Bayless was carrying the network, especially on the morning side, because the rest of the programming outside of the actual games itself is horrible.
Okay. Sports
Center is horrible. So they don't do enough to. There's more. ESPN is more like TMZ than it's ever been. So there's more emphasis on gossip and stuff like that compared to the actual games.
All right, well, hang on a second, because again, I was concerned because when I do from time to time watch Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith, I like their chemistry better than Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless, in my opinion, he's too contrived. He's predictable. You know, he's gonna just say something just to try and get a reaction out of people.
But you know what he did, though, Star? He picked the icon, and he picked the icon of modern sports right now to be the troll of. So he associated himself with LeBron James, where when LeBron's career is over and there's documentaries done, and he's going to be the paramount speaker and objective voice or what have you when speaking about LeBron. So at the end of the day, he's actually a genius. I don't respect all his opinions, but as far as how he positions himself.
Well, hang on a second. Stay with me, because I don't want to do a deep dive on Skip Bayless. I don't give a fuck about him like that. I want to know, as I do research here, if this story is real or not. Can you help me out? I'll put you on hold. I want to know if Stephen A.
Yes, I will.
I want to know if Stephen A. Smith, pull up your laptop. Did Stephen A. Smith try to get back with Skip Bayless over Max Kellerman? I think that's stupid if that's what happened.
I got you.
So you got to turn that down in the back. What is that, the laptop? What is that, man? Telemundo? What are we doing?
No. I'm doing the search for you right now. It's turned down. I got you, boss.
Jesus. Folks, I'm Aggie. I don't want to do no more yard work. Enough. All right, hang on. Stay with me. I'll be right back. I'm going to put you on hold, see what you can find out. All right. Jesus. Let's get this out the way. Here's a question for you guys. Can Nicki Minaj do any time in the penitentiary if they sit her down? Now, when I say penitentiary or maybe some type of holding facility, she's under investigation along with her husband, Kenneth Petty, pardon me. Conspiracy, harassment. I don't know what the charges are, but again, the U.S. Marshals have contacted Jennifer, and I believe Jennifer. I watched her video in detail. She's talking about, she didn't want to bother Nicki and Kenneth Petty, and Nicki's the one that started this bullshit. And she also said that she went on Candace YouTube channel from Daytime, Tea Time, who does great work. Can Nicki Minaj hold it down if she gets convicted? Lil' Kim did, what did she do, a year? A bullet? Lil' Kim punched 2 girls in the face. I remember one of the correction officers called me and was telling me about it. Hey, sir, you still there? I want to get to the bottom of this.
Yes, sir.
Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless.
Yes, sir, story. I got it.
What do you got?
I got it. Here we go.
Go ahead.
So, Smith, who makes close to $8 million per year, was a driving force in ESPN's recruitment of Bayless. The long negotiations went over several months and did not conclude until late fall.
Okay.
And this is according to today's New York Post, sir.
Okay. So we have an official source. Now, whether it's fake news or not, I don't know, but that's the whole purpose of me doing research.
So it's complex. Complex is also.
Go ahead.
Complex is also the Sports Rush, Yahoo Sports. It's all over the place.
All over the place. All over the place.
Sad. actually is sad because that means he himself hasn't been able to establish himself. Actually, he's the black version of Skip Bayless on ESPN rather than Stephen A. Smith on ESPN.
Well, listen, I'm more so concerned about the fact that Max Kellerman is the truth. He's the truth. So if Stephen A. Smith is trying to go behind his back and cut his throat or whatever the fuck he's trying to do, I think that's some real hoe-ass shit. What do you think?
Well, I think personally that Max Kellerman, his specialty is boxing. He's a boxing guru, and from a long time from Manhattan public access cable television. For those that don't know, so him being a boxing guru is not to be questioned.
Okay.
Some of his other sports opinions and whatever are just as much in question as Stephen A's or Skip Bayless or anybody. But they do have great chemistry because I think that sometimes Max Kellerman is cannon fodder for Stephen A. Smith, to be honest with you. So I think that he plays a subservient role to Stephen A. Smith. And then, I think that works good for Stephen A. and his ego and for what Stephen A. represents for being like the flagship personality for ESPN.
Gotcha.
But
now, hang on a second. Are you Hispanic? I don't mean to profile you, but you sound Hispanic, are you?
I'm black from Bushwick, Brooklyn, with a Spanish last name, but all I know is blacks and Puerto Ricans in my family, so it is what it is.
Okay. Are you a Knicks fan by any chance, or have you ever been a New York Knicks fan?
My mother been taking me to games since 8 years old when they had Bill Cartwright, Toby Knight, Rory Sparrow, and before Bernard King. So let's talk.
Okay. I need a young Nick hater from time to time to educate me because I'm trying to pay attention to them. I'm living in Atlanta now, but I hate the whole franchise. And I think
it's a new day, Star.
You're right. And I think they need to sell it. Maybe sell them to the I don't know, some other state. I don't give a goddamn about.
No, this is the thing.
Come on.
Star, can I educate you real quick if you didn't already know?
Please.
I did some research on James Dolan and wondering why he's still the owner of the team and what happened to his father. I thought his father, Charles Dolan, who started Cablevision and still runs at least a handful of other cable networks to this day. Charles Dolan is 94. For whatever reason, he gave control over the team in the late 90s or the mid-90s to his son, James Dolan. So it took all this time. I don't know why he handed it over to his son when he was still, with his wits about him and his business sense and acumen, but the team has definitely suffered. But what James Dolan has done over the last 2 years, like when I called maybe about 3 weeks ago, is he put around him in the front office people who are connected. And guys like Worldwide West, he still maintains Scott Perry as a GM, and he also has Leon Rose, who is the GM and president of the Knicks, but he used to be one of the top agents in the NBA, and he had a lot of high-profile clients.
All right, so I have to jump in, and with all due respect, I don't give a shit about none of that. I just want to know why the people on the hardwood floor are not winning. You can't just keep blaming the goddamn owner. Stop it. Phil Jackson, hang on. No, sir, you spoke, let me speak.
Okay.
Phil Jackson was brought in. Come on, man. Stop with all the goddamn fly jewelry, the sneaker endorsements, the recycled thoughts, and the celebrities. I don't give a fuck. Now, if you can call once in a while, shoot me an email, and let's talk about the guys on the floor. Never mind who's in the office, the GMs. I don't want to hear that shit. But educate
I can do that too.
Okay, educate me on the guys on the floor. I would love to have somebody call in, along with left-handed. But I'm keeping my eye on them. Okay.
I got you. They 500. They got a lot of young good players right now.
Sounds hot, sir. It sounds hot. You feel me?
It has to start somewhere.
I don't want to entertain all that bullshit. I don't give a fuck about who's his stats. I want to see if they can get anywhere close to the goddamn playoffs. Can you hit me with the email and we'll stay in touch?
Copy.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Don't take me over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house. I don't want to call it the new crop bums. I don't want to do that. But that's the whole point of me doing research here in the afternoons. All right, guys, hang on a second because, again, I want to go back to my main topic. If someone can please call in with regards to Nicki Minaj. Nicki's the one, according to Jennifer, who was violated by Kenneth Petty. Nicki's the one that started this whole shit. Calling a girl a liar and then supposedly trying to give her $20,000 to sign an agreement to say she lied. 20,000? Soldier Boy voice. 20,000? Bitch, you better make it 6 figures. And there's more to the story. Let me see if anybody's available. Mo Fax, where are you, Mo? I think Florida Boy Jay is on the line as well. Give me a second, guys. Mo Fax on the check-in. Good afternoon, sir. How are you? Mo Fax.
I'm doing well, Star. How about yourself?
Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking?
Man, did a live show last night. Got a new episode of the podcast coming this coming week.
Nice.
Just grinding, man. Just grinding. I've got some big ideas. Like I said, I'm going to break on your show when it's time.
Okay.
So I'm going to break the news.
What do you want to chime in?
I wanted to call in about the Stephen A. Smith thing. I think what happened is that ESPN did reach out to Skip Bayless.
Okay.
Because if they were able to woo him over, that would destroy Fox Sports News because that's the only draw they have besides Colin Cowherd. So if they could take that early morning audience away, I mean, I watch sports and sports news, so you kind of leave it on the same channel that you start with. I mean, you don't flip-flop back and forth.
Gotcha.
So if they could have pulled him away, that could have just sunk Fox Sports News. And I think Skip Bayless, being the shrewd negotiator that he is, he had a cup of coffee with ESPN to hear their deal to boost his, his deal over at Fox News and say, look, Disney got deep pockets. They offer me this amount of money. If you want to keep me, you got to match me, right? And I think he probably played them off each other like that, as any good businessman would do in that situation.
I said, Mo, hang on a second. I have to jump in here. Now, that's not my main topic, but maybe I'll change the show topic. I don't know. I'm
going to get around to Nicki, too. I can get around to Nicki, too.
Okay. But now, was Stephen A. Smith pushing to get Skip Bayless back, or is that fake news? I mean, if so...
I think from good business, you got to give a crack at it because you can destabilize your competitor and take, one of their top assets away. So I'm sure he wanted to bring him back. Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith, if you watch the show, Max tried to out-black Stephen A. Smith, and it irks him to no end. So if he could have killed 2 birds with 1 stone by getting him up out of there and replacing him with his competitor and putting, the band back together again between those two, it's a win-win all around. But I think what now is Stephen A. people / Disney are scorned, and they had to put the news out like, oh, Fox News, he courted us, or we courted him, just to kick some dirt on Skip Bayless' name. That's my perspective on the situation. So...
Well, hang on a second, Mo, because where is Max Kellerman from? He and I were on public access television, years ago.
Yes.
I was drinking heavy in those days. I'm not going to say anything sideways, but I respect him, totally. Where's he from? Is he from Queens, the Bronx? Where's he from? Do you know? Can you Google?
I think he's from Manhattan, if I'm not mistaken.
Can we Google? Do you have time?
Psychologist.
Can you Google? I'm doing research. He's official, and I don't think he has to try to out-black Stephen A. Smith. I think
No. The reason why I say that is when this whole thing cropped up this summer with the Black Lives Matter thing, Stephen A. Smith was irked that there was like Max Kellerman kind of out-blacked him and said, oh, he gets invited to the cookout, and it made Stephen A. Smith look bad.
Yeah. Hang on, Mo. Hold on. I want to know where he's from. That's what I'm looking at. Okay.
All right, hold on. I'll look it up. One second.
47 years of age, New York City. So he's from Manhattan. He's from the melting pot.
Yes, that's what I thought. I mean, like I said, he's from a well-to-do family as well. I mean, his dad's a big psychologist.
Hang on, Mo. Let's slow it down.
Go ahead.
It doesn't matter what type of family he's from. If you grew up in Manhattan, anywhere, uptown, downtown, west side, east side, you're intertwined with every goddamn body. So it's not like, he's some kid who never stepped on the goddamn streets of Manhattan. So my point is,
Negative way.
my point is,
Yeah, I'm not. Okay.
my point is, if he called out Stephen A. Smith, I got no problem with that. Because when you grow up in the melting pot of Manhattan, you're intertwined with multiple cultures. But my thing is, again, I don't want to make this just a whole sports conversation. Did Stephen A. Smith try to get Max out of there?
Yeah, and if I'm from my perspective and that motive, and when I'm saying out black him, what I mean is out woke him. You know, he's to the far left of Stephen A. Smith, and it makes Stephen A. Smith look bad. So that's what I'm saying. If he could have killed two birds with one stone by bringing in a bigger name with Skip Bayless, getting rid of, then he could be the left or the more liberal of.
So in other words, Mo, you're not sure. I just want to know, did he try to do this? Your opinion is great. I'm trying to do research here.
Right.
Did he make this move? According to the reports, this is what happened, but it could be fake news. I don't know.
That's all we have is the reports right now. I mean, I would say yes.
Okay.
From the reports. This is from credible sources.
Okay. Any predictions
Well,
on? I'm sorry. Good. You're saying. Go ahead.
About the Nicki Minaj thing.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
Do you realize, just a little tidbit of information, she just cleared almost $10 million from that title deal. So you're looking at deep pockets right now.
Okay.
So you're looking at very deep pockets, and then any lawyer, worth the salt in his bread will look at this as an opportunity to make a big cash haul. So I just wanted to add that to your main topic.
Okay. Atlanta this weekend, NBA All-Star. Are you're a sports guy? What are your thoughts? Any concerns? Any predictions? What?
The NBA is trash right now. I don't even watch it. I only bet on it.
Okay. Well, I mean, they're having an All-Star game. Are you not gonna pay attention to it?
No, I think it's gotten silly how they do the draft, and without the fan, I'll say this: one thing we have to learn about sports. Sports is a fan-driven business, and until you get fans back into the audience, then the audience really don't want to tune in either, because it's like you want to be there kind of thing. And you play in an empty gym or a semi-empty gym, it just doesn't have the same appeal to it.
Okay.
From a spectator sense.
Got you. One more question, Mo.
Yes, sir.
LeBron James, he was under fire, or they were upset by him flopping a couple of weeks ago. Why is LeBron James, and I saw the video footage, why is LeBron James at this point in his career still flopping? Why?
Them legs getting old, man. You can't get down in the chair like you used to, so.
But do you know what I'm talking about? Did you see the footage? I mean, it made a couple.
Yeah, it was terrible. I think him and Kuzma both got called out for it. It's terrible. I just think, you played 20 years in the league. You could take a couple of series off on defense. So I'm not gonna rag him that hard. Plus it adds to him being talked about, which LeBron, we all know, likes to be talked about. So okay. It works for him.
Okay. Mo, good to hear from you, man. You said you did a show last night. Go ahead and promote, please.
Yeah, MoFax at MoFax.com, MoFaCTZ. Same thing for the Cash App, and but I will say this, Star. One last thing about dogs.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I have an American Bully, and you have to get a dog that fits your personality.
Right.
If you're a lazy person and you get an active dog, it doesn't work.
Right.
So I think there is really something to that you appeal to attract to a dog that fits your personality. Yeah. Which I have like I said, I have a super awesome dog that I bought recently.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that a little bit more, man, because I'm going to move, and I love dogs and cats, but I'm going to move into either a more congested city area, and I may want to get a small dog, not a big dog, because I don't want to have to always take it out 2 or 3 times a day, and I don't want dogs cramped up in an apartment if I move to an apartment. But thank you, man. Good to hear from you.
All right, so as always, thanks for having me on.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Mo Fax on the check-in. All right. Guys, hold on. Doing research. I'm sipping some fancy Indian River Select 100% Valencia orange juice. Anybody know what this is about? I've just tried this today. Is this shit? Is it good? Who's texting me? Hold on. And I want to make sure that I mention some of my sponsors today as well. Give me a second, guys. I'm coming to Cash App, Super Chat. Bear with me. Where's my email address? Okay, and here's another one of my sponsors. Hold on the screen. Let me give them some shine. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm sorry. That one's fucked up. Jesus. Let me put my email address on the screen in the meantime. Florida Boy J, is that you? Area code 904. Florida Boy J.
Yeah, we are on the line. What's going on, Star?
Hey, man, you okay? You sound like you're on one. What's cracking?
Oh, no, we straight. We just having a relaxed day right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's about 80 degrees, not a cloud in the sky in Florida right now. You know what I'm saying? We just chilling.
Nice. I'm talking about a few things. My phone's going crazy. Hold on. The top story, Nicki Minaj under investigation along with her husband, Kenneth Petty. Any information on this? Any knowledge? Or is it, just this girl, Jennifer, kicking up dust? I believe her. Do you know the story or no?
Yeah, I know the story. I know she was offered about $20,000 in cash and a promised $500K from people she believes are connected to Nicki Minaj and Petty through never directly from them. She alleges she was asked to recant her statement and to write a letter to the judge on more than one occasion by several different people, including various relatives of her own. And basically she said that her daughter was approached at a club by older man and asking if she knew Petty after running down a list of her relatives, including her mother.
Right.
And she witnessed a man offer her mother $20K in cash herself. And said that Jennifer says that she once received a phone call from Nicki Minaj herself and said that Nicki said on the phone that, listen, I just need you to know that woman to woman, this really happened. Jennifer claims that she told Nicki Minaj in the call. So they have had direct contact with the lady. It seems like they have harassed her, and this lady has kept receipts to file some type of harassment lawsuit or some type of, situation that she can go ahead and, take Kenneth Petty to court, because he already got convicted of the sexual assault back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I don't
Attempted rape.
Right, and I don't understand why Nicki and her team are trying to silence a chick that's really not even trying to speak out. They're really trying to get her.
Well, hang on a second now. Hold on. Stay there. Rugarani, you there? Rugarani, area code 732.
Hey, Star, how are you?
Hey, good to hear from you. I know you were moving, shaking, and popping earlier, but I did send you the screenshot. Nicki Minaj, her husband, and this woman, Jennifer. Are you up to speed on this? Because I believe Jennifer. She was minding her business. Nicki's up on social media, in my opinion. Tell me if I'm wrong. And she has created an atmosphere of hatred towards this woman, Jennifer, over an old conviction. Her husband was convicted. What am I missing? What am I leaving out, in your opinion?
You pretty much have it right. This all started pretty much after it all came out that Nicki's husband had, well, at the time they were just dating. They weren't married. But it was pretty much when everyone found out that he was a registered sex offender and that he did time. And so in Nicki's haste to do damage control, this is back when she would periodically do Queen's Radio. And
right.
she teased, she would do Instagram Lives, and she would say, this is what I'm going to discuss next on Queen's Radio. So at the time when everyone was dragging her for being with someone who's a registered sex offender, she did a live and she said, you guys don't know what you're talking about. This woman, it was a statutory rape case. Her parents were just angry.
Right.
She actually tried to recant. And the problem is Nicki counted her chickens before they hatched. In Nicki's mind, she probably thought, I can buy this woman not only her silence, but I could also probably get her to say whatever I want. I can get her to retract what happened and to take back her claims.
$20,000?
Right. And so at the time, Nicki was saying that she was going to produce the woman. She said, you're going to see, I'm going to have her come on Queen's Radio, and it never happened.
Right.
And so I remember thinking at the time, I think she was bluffing. I think she said that to do damage control. But she's going to have to either produce this woman or she's going to look like she was bluffing. And so then a few months after that, I did see that she did an interview with Candace Daytime Tea Time, where she talked about she was being harassed and approached. And she also did a second follow-up with Candace Daytime Tea Time. But it seems like now the mainstream media outlets are picking up on the story. And I absolutely believe her claims that she was offered the $20,000 and potentially more to retract the statement, because you have to think that's nothing to Nicki Minaj. She can probably spend, $20,000 on anything, and it's not a significant loss for her.
Yeah. Now, hang on a second, Ronnie. I don't mean to cut you short, but hold on. So now we have, according to multiple reports, an investigation, a high-priority case investigation. Are they trying to catch Nicki and Kenneth Petty on some type of conspiracy, some type of harassment, some type of bullying? What is it they're trying to get to the bottom of here? Are you up to speed? There's an investigation going on now.
Yes, I think I believe they are trying to validate this woman's claims of whether or not she was being harassed, and an attempt was made to coerce her into giving a false statement. So
he could so he could get his record expunged, I would assume. Am I wrong?
I'm not sure about getting his record expunged, but I think this was more about the court of public opinion, clearing his name, ending all of the jokes, the jokes that Nicki's husband can't go to a playground, Nicki's husband had to get special permission to attend the birth. She wants to sort of clear her husband's name, but this is all her fault. You knew who this man was and what he was before you married him. So you have to wear this L.
If I had to guess, I would say that this is more so not about public opinion, but trying to get his record expunged so he doesn't have to register every time they live someplace. Because with his having to register, that also gives Nicki Minaj's address and access to her, to her, maybe some of her private information. If they want to go live in the, Cucamonga for 6 months or 2 years, he has to register. That would be my guess. Florida Boy Jay, any more information from you, sir, on this topic?
On the Nicki topic, pretty much, just like you guys were already covering, Nicki has tried to do damage control and tried to produce the chick. She's tried to claims that she's paid her off and tried to lowball her on the payoff. And pretty much, my thing is,
If you're not sure, sir, just say you're not sure. You sound like you're high, my nigga.
No, I'm sure.
Sound like you're high.
No, I'm sure.
And it's okay that you're high, but if you don't know, just say, I'm not sure.
No, I'm sure. Because everybody's already pretty much covered it, what I was going to say is I just don't understand why Nicki Minaj has such a propensity and close proximity to child molesters and people who, you know what I'm saying?
Well, sir, that ain't none of our goddamn business, respectfully. She might be digmatized. So let's not play psychiatrist. What I'm trying to find out here by way of this research show is, the investigation. But stay right there. Let me go to Cash App, Super Chat. Alexis, thank you for your donation. Star, I have a 4-month-old, whatever. Okay, some type of dog. They're small, playful, and love to be under their owners. I don't like big dogs, and these are very sweet dogs. Yeah, I like small dogs. I've had all sorts of dogs. I've had pit bulls and as I said, German shepherds. I prefer smaller dogs because they're less less maintenance. Some of them can be so small that they will sound the alarm fast, which gives me time to get up and grab the blammer, you know? Thank you for your donation. Puppy, monkey, baby. Star, you should get a beagle. This is a good dog. Thanks for finally reaching out. Life's been hell since you walked out on Mom and Me. Thank you for your donation. Hold on, guys. Clue, I got your donation. Clue says, follow me on IG at TJ Clue. Instagram at TJ Clue. And that reminds me, folks, Florida Boy Jay and Ronnie, hold on a second. Folks, let me say this in a nice way. I don't care who you are. My live chat is not for going in my goddamn live chat every day and spamming and promoting your show. If you want to do a promo package or pay for something, cool. Otherwise, I got no friends. I got no fans. If somebody is sending me emails saying you're spamming the goddamn live chat, we'll get you the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck who you are. I hate to say it like that, but the live chat is for this show. Okay. Spanky from the BX, I got your donation. He says pick up 214. Hang on a second. And then I want to come back to you, Ronnie, with regards to this Nicki Minaj story, because I'm very interested in Nicki, if she's going to provide information within an investigation. Pardon me. Spanky, is that you, sir? 214. Spanky, 214.
What's going on, Star? What's going on, Boss Hog?
How are you, sir? What's cracking?
Hey, man. Good, man. I wanted to comment. I'm so glad you put that up on your screen. What's the best dog to own?
Yeah.
Because you slightly brought it up yesterday.
Okay.
I have to agree with you. Small dogs are the best watch dogs.
Okay.
Not guard dogs. Watch dogs.
I
babysitted a Yorkshire Terrier. I live out in Jersey. When I had this Yorkshire Terrier female, you couldn't walk, nothing could walk by my house, backyard, around the house without me knowing.
Facts.
Immediate. She was up, she was on it, she was barking, she alerts you. You can't get past it.
Yeah.
A small dog, you can't get past them. I'm sorry, all the big tough dogs, that's yada, 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 that sounds hot. You got to have a small dog. Now, they don't have no stopping power. You got to have the guard dog.
Yeah.
And I want to retire someday and probably going to go down. I'm not going to HL. They're wilding down there. I'm going to probably go back down to my family's hometown, in Florida and certain sections of Florida. And I'm hopefully get enough land to where I can have a nice backyard for the dogs to roam. But I would probably let the small dog out because small dogs are vulnerable to coyotes and bobcats and all that crap.
Yeah. Now hang on a second. If I can just say this, when I was younger, I was fascinated by the big dog. Oh, the power! I'm gonna fight.
Right.
I'm gonna fight him. Yada yada yada. All that was that young shit. But then over the years, I have watched people, literally get dogs and think that the dog somehow makes them look tougher or just more official. And like you just said, I just want the dog to let me know what's going on so I can grip up and I'll start dumping and reloading and dumping. I just want to be notified. Go ahead.
Right. The small dog will tell you to grip up. She'll let you know when to grip up.
Yeah.
The big dog, they won't get up there behind until someone ring the doorbell.
Yeah.
That's how they roll.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you're gonna get one, I've been doing research on it because I want to get a bigger one when I move. It would probably be a Mastiff type dog, probably a Borbal, maybe a Cane Corso, maybe. But I'm leaning towards a Borbal. But you gotta have, I don't care whether you are apartment, home, you gotta have a small dog because they're the most alert dog you can get.
Yeah.
Forget about this. The big dogs, they're gonna be in your house before you know it.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Stay right there. Melissa, if I'm saying your name right, I got your super chat. Thank you so much. Now, also, with regards to the bigger dogs, I think that sometimes it's a misconception that they're going to be more aggressive. I had a pit bull, loved him to death. His name was Zero, and I was living in Crown Heights. He went to sleep one time. I went to sleep. We were on the second floor, and some niggas broke into the goddamn game room downstairs, and he slept through the whole shit.
Listen, if you're going to get a big dog, you got to train him to attack. That's how it is. You got to train him.
Yeah.
You can't just buy a pit bull and think that, or whatever, and think that they got to be trained. You got to bring them to a trainer. You got to go through that process. They got to follow commands.
Yeah.
They got to know what to protect and what not to protect. I'm not going to keep you jump real quick. Just want to mention maybe another call.
Thank you.
I have an interesting perspective on the Knicks because I used to work at the Garden.
Okay, I tell you, can we do that either tomorrow or Sunday? I don't want to talk about the New York Knicks
Absolutely.
in detail.
Absolutely.
But I would appreciate you coming on the next time I do that discussion. All right?
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
Good talking to you.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I always get worked up when we talk about the New York Knicks. I just, and again, it's because they're in the number one market. I don't want to keep hearing about the owner. The players do not, in my opinion, respect the fact that they're in the number one market. They're just looking for more deals and more deals. And Carmelo Anthony, in my opinion, was the worst Knick player in the last 30 years. In my opinion, but we'll get to that another time. Hold on, Florida Boy Jay and Ronnie, please. Brandon, I got your donation. Brandon. Okay, thank you, Brandon. He's talking about Nicki Minaj. Okay. Tomau. I'm the best dog a woman can have. I bury her bone. Okay, that was cute. Lil Zeb. Nicki Minaj can do 5 years easy. Okay, if you say so. I don't think it'll get to that point, but Ronnie, any thoughts on Nicki Minaj with regards to this investigation and this woman? Again, you believe her, I believe her, Jennifer. With regards to the investigation, it's kicking up dust right now. Has anybody that we respect done like a very detailed show on it? Lovely Tear, anybody? Ronnie,
yes.
Do you know?
Yes, Candace Daytime Tea Time. She has covered this several times. She is, as I said before, also interviewed this woman multiple times. And she's also cross-referenced all of the information against the police reports. And even if you look at the police reports, Kenneth Petty was lying because he at first claimed he didn't know her.
Right.
Then he claimed that she was his girlfriend. So clearly there is some deception on his part in black and white if you look at the police reports. So, again, I think that Nicki Minaj, what do they say, put the cart before the horse? Right. Or the horse before the cart? She counted her chickens before they hatched. She should have never made those statements because one of the other consequences of this was that the Barbs sort of attacked this woman. They started harassing her daughter online because this woman has a daughter that's like 17 or 18 now at this point. Yeah. So I can see a lawsuit in Nicki's future.
Yeah, and the investigation, I'm pretty sure it's going to bring out, text messages and the people. I don't have all the details that Jennifer said were reaching out to her and offering her, money. And folks, I'm sure you know this. If you don't know, you have to be careful with all that DMing people on Instagram. I hate to DM people on Instagram. I don't even respond to most IG DMs. I force people to send me an email so that I can keep a thread. I don't want to, you sending me shit and then I get caught up in some type of, what do you call it, indictment. Florida Boy Jay, back to you, sir. Anything else, any other details on this, or you're just, pretty much going by what is in the the blogs.
Now, I was gonna go ahead and switch to the topic of the Max Kellerman and Skip Bayless situation. I think
Jesus.
I sent the email that to you yesterday.
Did you? Yeah. Is this fake news? It's all over the blogs. A couple of people said it's fake news. To my knowledge, Stephen A. Smith nor Skip Bayless has addressed it. What say you?
It's definitely not fake news just because, like I said, all the other coverage is complex. Like I said, New York Daily Media, everybody's already covered this story, so this isn't something that is just hearsay. Mm-hmm. And on top of the fact, I think Skip Bayless wasn't going to come back if he wasn't going to get paid as much as Stephen A. Because Stephen A. just signed a $10 million contract with ESPN about 2 years ago. This one was for Skip Bayless was only for $8 million. Now, Stephen A. does have other platforms, like he has his own radio show, his own talk show outside of First Take, but Skip Bayless didn't want to come back getting paid $2 million less than Stephen A. On top of the fact that I think Stephen A. is tired of Max and Molly. If you sat there and watched it over the years, he's very aggy and short-tempered when it comes to Molly. And then with the Max Kellerman angle, I don't think he respects Max's opinion outside of boxing. Max is the same person that kept saying Tom Brady for the last 3 or 4 or 5 years that Tom Brady was about to fall off the cliff, and he was wrong. He keeps having these crazy, and I understand what you're saying about about Skip and his crazy takes, but Max is just as predictable as having ice cold takes as Stephen A. It's just the thing about it. What happened was ESPN built up Stephen A. to think that Stephen A. could run that network by himself. So they slowly started cutting the fat. They cut Colin Cowherd. They caught Chris Carter. They cut Chris Broussard. They were cutting Skip Bayless. They released all of ESPN's talent that went to Fox Sports, and they thought that we could put any old white person next to Stephen A. and get those same numbers. And what they didn't expect, that there was going to be another charismatic black man, even more charismatic than Stephen A., which was Shannon Sharp. Now, and they put their show an hour, 30 minutes before First Take, and they take their audience every morning. On top of the fact, ESPN, they became the hunter, and now they keep bringing on platforms like First Things First is on Fox Sports. They have this thing called Get Up on ESPN that is a direct competitor, but it cannot compete because you can't compete with Nick Wright. You can't compete when they have Brandon Marshall on there and they have other athletes. Stephen A. and ESPN is trying to bring that audience back over and trying to have Skip Bayless be the first anchor of that. They cannot compete with Undisputed just because of the fact that the dynamic between Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp has more power than Max and Stephen A. And ESPN has.
Hang on. Take a breath. Very good information, and I like what you're presenting here because I didn't know about all the people that was released, as you say, from ESPN. I like Shannon Sharp a lot, but I can't say that I watch him and Skip Bayless that often. Skip Bayless is just, he's annoying to me. I'm sorry. But with regards to Stephen A. Smith pushing to get Skip Bayless back, would that be in the First Take position, or would that be a different show? Do you know that?
They, out of being a company, what they would do would have Stephen A. because they said they want to have Stephen A. and Skip having certain segments or certain times for Monday Night Football or other things where it would be those two sitting across from each other having a conversation. But they would slowly but surely try to plug Skip Bayless back in that rotation of First Take because they did the same thing with Stephen A. when it was Skip in that platform with Cold Pizza. They had Skip Bayless and a whole bunch of other analysts battling him across the table each morning. Then in 2009, 2010, they started bringing Stephen A. back on the platform after his hiatus, and those numbers spiked. They spiked so much, they got rid of that whole Cold Pizza platform, that whole First Take platform, and just made it a Skip and Stephen A. show. They know the numbers those two people draw in. Let's not have it mistaken. They thought Stephen A. was big enough. They thought Stephen A. was the show. Okay. Once Skip left and got another black man to draw on those same numbers, that's where ESPN fucked up, and they can't get those numbers back from that 10 o'clock to 12.
Florida Boy Jay is awake now. This is what I want to hear. You have picked up the pace, sir. Good job. All right, hang on a second. Ronnie and everybody, I want to just check something here. Hold on. Okay, somebody text me they want to get on the line. Let me just send them my number. Hold on. Folks, if you're just now joining the show, I'm doing research here in the afternoons. And I would like to try and do a show this evening. I'm going to comb through some other information as well. Ronnie, anything you want to add? I mean, not that you have to this ESPN reportedly trying to bring Skip Bayless thing. Or was that not your cup of tea, Ronnie? You don't have to. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I don't. I don't really follow sports. I like boxing, and that's it.
Okay. Florida Boy Jay, I'm going to let you finish up on that and then promote your platforms. And then I'm going to shift gears and get back to some more research here. Thank you, man. What do you want to chime in at?
Yeah, my last point on that situation is, like I said, don't negate the fact that ESPN is trying to get their morning block back because that's where they're most profitable, especially after they lost Jamel and Mike Hill and lost the afternoon block. They had a whole bunch of good shows, and now with Colin Cowherd, he just sits there for 3 hours and eats all of ESPN's lunch during the afternoon clock. So they're trying to get their market back. They just fired, I think, a quarter of their staff last year because of Corona. ESPN did. So they're really going in the tank. Secondly,
nice.
Perspective.
Come on, you got it. Come on.
A live show. We're actually doing a live show tonight, 11 p.m. on Instagram Live, me and my co-host. So we're going to be having people interact. We're going to be having people, ask questions, come in and hop on video with us. So IG, _life 93 on Instagram, Florida Boy J on Clubhouse and Twitter. Like I said, Perspectives and Facts podcast, live show tonight on IG Live, 11 p.m. Ronnie Starr, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, Florida Boy J.
Great night, Jay.
On the check-in. Hold on. All right. When the hell's my pen? Jesus. How did I forget to bring a pen to a goddamn research show? Hold on, Ronnie. Hold on. Go ahead. You're saying? Go ahead.
You brought up a great point earlier when you spoke about possibly investigating Nicki's text messages to see, who she was in communication with around that time, who she may have requested to speak with this woman on her behalf, because that was also a request that was made in her suit with Tracy Chapman. Tracy had submitted a motion requesting the judge force Nicki to turn over her text messages because she wanted to see whether or not she transferred that via text message to Flex, whether she told him to play it, so on and so forth. So I wouldn't be surprised if a request is, made at some point to examine what she was saying and who she was saying it to.
Yeah. It's called a subpoena, and we've had this discussion before on this platform and some of my other platforms. The electronic transmissions are not owned. You don't own them. And when you accept the terms to get the quick, easy, it's so convenient access, you are allowing for those messages to be stored and saved and used against you, if need be. Even if you have what's called a burner phone or a burner account, they can catch you. It's different now. There's more access to the IP addresses. They used to call it pixie dust 20 years ago. That's pixie dust. You can't track it. You can track it now. You can track somebody doing a whole lot of extra shit. That's why I'm very, very cautious with regards to a lot of things I do. And I always have been over the last 15 years or so. Hold on a second. Ronnie, any thoughts? Again, I'm doing a bunch of research here, and I'm thinking about getting another dog. What's the best dog to have? Do you have a dog or no? I don't want to say the wrong thing.
No, but I had a dog growing up, and then also in my early 20s, I did have a pit bull at one point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like those dogs?
I would never have a pit bull again because I just think that, and this is going to trigger the pit bull parents, but I just think that they're too unpredictable. They can be too aggressive, and I know it's not the dog, it's the owner, but there are cases where those dogs turn on their owners for no inexplicable reason. So, but the previous caller that you were speaking with about dogs, he mentioned possibly getting a Cane Corso when he retires.
Okay.
That is a good dog. Like if you want a protective dog, somebody who's going to, because yes, the smaller breed dog is going to be more aware, like you said, and alert you. They're going to hear everything and wake up out of their sleep. But they can't do much by way of defense.
Okay. If I can jump in and not to counter what you're saying, but just from my experience, I've never had a dog turn on me, and I've had different dogs under the pit bull umbrella. Sometimes people don't know the difference between a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, an American Pit Bull Terrier, or an American Bulldog. And the temperament of a dog, in my opinion, is something that can be detected at an early age, but then us as Homo sapiens, human beings, we have to realize that dogs, and again, I'm not trying to act like I know every goddamn thing, we have to realize that dogs are instinctive. And sometimes we can have tobacco on our breath, alcohol, a perfume, a hair conditioner that the dog just doesn't fucking like. And if you're one of those types of people who's always trying to kiss a dog, put your face in the goddamn dog's face, the dog might snap and say, I don't know, hey, stop. Back up, That's my thoughts. Again, I'm not trying to say you did anything wrong, but from my experience, I've had girlfriends that were trying to, rub on the goddamn dog. Oh, it's so cute. And the dog is getting annoyed because the soap on the girl's hand stinks to the dog. Any thoughts on that?
Well, that's true. Anything can set the animal off because at the end, it's an animal at the end of the day. So I would say that the reason why I would steer clear more so of a pit bull is I think that they are more prone to just getting set off. It could be you jiggling your keys. I've read reports, articles where, they said the keys jiggling set the dog off. It could be they smell the scent of another dog on you. I would say you should maybe consider getting like a German Shepherd. That's what I had growing up. Those are very good protective dogs. They're very good with following commands if you train them right. But it all depends on what you want the dog for. Is it if it's a family dog, you can get a golden retriever. If it's going to be a guard dog, you could get a German Shepherd.
I think at this point in my life, I'm not looking for a dog that I'm going to pet all the goddamn time because now I'm nailed to the goddamn computer more than ever before. So I'm probably going to go to a shelter and get an older dog that doesn't mind, laying on a goddamn a blanket or a couch or something and just relaxing. If you hear something, sound the alarm so I can just pull out the goddamn blammer and get the blasting. So I don't need a dog to get up and go attack somebody. You just sound the alarm and stay where the fuck you're at. And as far as a small dog, I don't want a dog that's always coming to me, that's clingy, that wants to be, petted all the goddamn time. Because again,
right.
I feel that if you're doing too much to the dog, petting him, kissing him or her, the dog will say, hey, your smell doesn't work for me. I've even had dogs where I always used to wear, I still do wear Fahrenheit cologne, but for about a couple of months, I was wearing Eternity. And I noticed the dog didn't like the smell of Eternity. This was back in the early 90s, but just wanted to say that. Hang on a second, guys. Let me go. I'm sorry, get Ronnie, before I go back to the calls.
What do you think about Rottweilers? I really like those dogs.
Yeah, I like them, but, you're talking about a responsibility. That's a dog that needs space. I would never want a dog like that inside an apartment. You would have to have some area where that dog could exercise. Otherwise, it just becomes bloated. I've heard, I could be wrong, that they have had hip problems.
Yes.
Hip
yes,
problems,
that's true.
You know?
Yes.
Now, I don't know whether that's from a certain type of breeding issue or whether that's just genetics. Have you ever had a Rottweiler?
No, but I really would like a Rottweiler, but my only thing about them is they are notorious for drooling all over the place. And that's just something that would really bother me because I am a neat freak. Like, I'm one of those people that believes everything has a place. So I don't like disorder or things in disarray. And I don't even like crumbs. You know, like, I'm very conscientious about that. So I don't know if I would be able to deal with it. You know, the dog just drooling on my couch or my furniture or, you know, the carpet. I don't know.
Okay. Sit tight, Ronnie. King, I got your donation via Cash App. Thank you so much, King. Who is this? Hold on. Let me try and see what this person's talking about. Folks, this is not the time to be trying to email me about stuff that has nothing to do with my goddamn business. This is not play time. This is business. I'm doing research, but this is business. Someone says they sent a donation weeks ago. Okay. Thank you. Asim. A-S-I-M. Am I saying your name right? Thank you so much. I don't remember your donation from weeks ago. Does it have anything to do with today's topic? Can you send me an email? Asim? If not, thank you so much, okay? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that, all right? Okay, someone's responding to an email from 3 days ago who wants to do business with me. No, thanks. I'm 56. If you're in your 20s and it takes you 3 days to respond to a business email, please get the fuck from around me. You guys have your mobile devices, glued to your goddamn heads. So you get the email or the whatever it is that you sent me. You're just too busy. No thanks. Hey, Dominique. Dominique, do you want to call in? You're one of my sponsors. Hang on a second. www.sleepymuch.com. She's got great products. You guys have heard me mention her products before. Dominique says, Kenneth Accuser told YouTuber Nosy, how do you say that name? Heaux live her story. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Do you know that YouTuber, Noseyheaux? I'm sure I've seen that page.
I think that is now Jaguar Wright's preferred platform of choice.
Okay, but do you know the platform? I don't give a damn about Jaguar Wright. Do you know the name? Can you make the pronunciation?
Yes.
Dominique, do you want to call in? I don't know that platform, or by name. I'm sure I have seen it, but thank you. And Sleepy Much is on the screen, okay? Freemason, got you, sir. He says, Boston Terrier. You need a nap, old cranky nigga. No, sir, I'm wide awake, sipping coffee. Are you trying to correct me on the Staffordshire Terriers and the other terriers? Please miss me with that. Please miss me with that. Okay, yeah, hold on, guys. Dominique's going to call in. Let's get her on the line. Okay, let me look for her in the queue. All right. Where's my goddamn pen? Let me bring in area code 956 in the meantime. Hey, good afternoon, 956. I'm doing research. Are you there? 956.
Yo. What up?
Hey, how are you, sir?
What's going on, man? I wanted to tune in on the dog. I don't really give a fuck about Nicki Minaj or sport.
How about you slow down with the F-bomb so fast? How about that? How about we start there?
Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, yeah, man. For you, I would say the best dog for you would probably be a Jack Terrier.
Continue.
Because they are very... Because I live in Mexico, and there's like gangs of dogs on each street, and they run back. Terriers are always on point. They do not mess off. You know what I mean?
I like terriers.
The big dogs.
I like terriers.
You do?
I like terriers.
Yeah, definitely. Or if you want to, like me, my favorite dog would have to be a German Malaise. I never knew how to say that word. Malaise.
Okay.
It looked like a German Shepherd, but it's way more athletic and it's super smart.
Okay.
I
think I really want something that's low maintenance. You know, I don't want something. Sir, your phone's really bad. Your reception. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's because I'm in Mexico.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I want a dog that's low maintenance. You know, just I'm not trying to take it back and forth to the goddamn to get the dog a fucking wash and set. You know.
Oh yeah, then I'm a German. You don't need. They don't shed.
Sir, your phone's out of control. I can't do that. I'm sorry. Whew. He was making some good points though. Hey, Dominique, is that you from Sleepy Much?
Yes.
Dominique.
Hi, Star. Hi,
Hey.
everybody.
How are you?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, her name is Nosy Ho Live. I know, it doesn't look like Ho, but yeah, that's what the H.
I thought that's what it was, but I didn't want to like say the wrong thing and call her, you know.
Yeah.
Call her that.
No. She's totally fine with it. She's nosy. That's how she describes herself.
I'm sure I have seen her platform. Go ahead. You were saying?
Yeah, Ronnie is correct. That is Jaguar Wright's new platform. They have plenty of shows. I can't say that I actually watched fully of any of her interviews. I'm going to just be honest. With Jaguar, I like Nosy, though, because she just keeps it straight to the point. But Jennifer has been calling in. She literally, they have a whole hashtag called Surviving the Petties. And she pretty much started it. And, yeah, she's been talking to Nosy Ho heavy. Let me say the whole thing. Nosy Ho Live. It just sounds crazy.
Okay.
Just say that. Yeah, she's been talking to her heavy. She has plenty of interviews. I think just yesterday, the Beast report.
Now, listen, I have no problem mentioning someone else's channel, but here's the thing. With regards to the investigation, I'm just assuming, unless you tell me different, that Nicki is trying to get her husband's record expunged. If that's possible, I don't know. Because when she travels, if she decides to go live in, Seattle for a year, or she wants to go live in, Africa. Actually, I don't think that the laws here would affect her over there in terms of the location. But I could be wrong. It's a question of him always having to give out his address. Does that make sense or no?
And you're right. No, I was in a live chat when you were saying, I was like, exactly, you were hitting it on the spot. Because think about how it went down. It was never a problem of her trying to connect to this woman until he got caught in L.A. What was that? The deed, something with the driving. He got pulled over and then he didn't register. This is where this all started from. If he simply registers, but I get it, it's Nicki Minaj. How are you going to register my address as a sex offender location?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, as, a location. So you're absolutely right. I think it literally, what it boils down to is just that. I don't think that it's just like to really, I want to scare you or, I just want to get this. It's simply what you said. That's how I honestly feel about it. It's so she could be able to move around without having to worry about who's going to know my address. As soon as this happened, that was the biggest topic. Everybody was Googling Nicki Minaj's address. Remember, you even had a show because they was trying to compare their houses, her and Cardi B houses.
Oh, that's right.
That's what happened.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Well, hang on a second. I want you to promote your platform. Do you have any new products out? What's going on with your brand?
I'm actually, yes, I am bringing I'm going to drop a new whipped butter coming out. I have it. And I do have some new candles. I have upgraded my wigs. I just love these new wigs. I'm going to put a picture on there for everyone to see what I'm talking about. They are amazing. I just love doing what I do. I really do. I love making stuff that just makes everyone feel good. So, yeah, you guys, stop by at sleepymuch.com.
Okay.
I'm here. Put your orders in.
Okay. Hey, good to hear from you, and we'll catch up in a day or so, okay?
Alrighty, no problem.
Take care,
Bye,
Dominique.
you guys. Bye, Ronnie.
Bye now. Okay.
Bye now.
Hang on, Ronnie. It's Dominique from sleepymuch.com. Really, really cute stuff. I sent a couple of items that she sent me to one of my aunts. Was it Demonta? If I'm saying your name right? Guys, I'm doing research this afternoon, so I don't know how many calls I can get to.
OG,
Hey, how are you? Am I saying your name right?
let me get in.
Or is it E?
Hey, I'm awesome, man.
D-A-D.
Cleveland represent. I'm in Columbus, North Side right now. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
What's cracking, man?
Hey, man, I want to speak on the Stephen A. stuff.
Well, hang on. That wasn't really my
I know that's not the main
show
thing. My
topic,
bad.
but I might switch it around. So I was asking
Okay.
if there was truth to the story at first, but it looks like it is. Multiple reports. I just thought it was some sucker shit. Is he trying to get Max Kellerman replaced? That's what I want to know, first and foremost.
Oh, okay. Well, let me speak on the history of it. Shout out to FBJ, you know what I'm saying, and Queen Ronnie and everybody else who and Mo Fizzy. I put that in there. I'm doing that for me. Mo.
Well, hang on, sir. Before you do the history, because a few people have
Shout out.
have
Yo,
called,
yo,
sir, stop the shout outs. Stop the shout outs. I don't do shout outs. People have called in with the history respectfully. I just need to know again, is he trying to get rid of Max Kellerman? Can you start there?
Yes. Off top, yes.
Come on.
I will say he did this to Rob Parker on the RG3 conversation because when they go on the platform, they have the pre-production meetings,
Okay.
and he threw Rob Parker under the bus, which got Rob Parker that Fox contract, and that was a head for Skip to be like, you treat black people like this, I'm out. And they got a SBA /Shannon Sharp from Georgia, whereas Stephen A. is from the island. So shout out to,
Hang on, guys. Hold on a second. Yeah.
Point,
Sir,
speak on
sir,
how-
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Just let him sit there for a second. Okay, are we ready to talk without the shout-outs? Are we ready?
Absolutely. Excuse me. I appreciate your platform tremendously.
Continue. Please continue here.
Yes, sir. So it was spoken on before how Stephen A. he threw Rob Parker under the bus because they agreed in the pre-production meeting to speak on RG3's weirdness due to his wife. Because I'm from Cleveland. RG3 came to Cleveland, and they kicked him out of Washington football team due to he was a little weird in the locker room. And Rob Parker was speaking on it. Stephen A. threw him under the bus, and they fired Rob Parker. So he's doing that to Max Kellerman, who was a rapper on Yellow Jesus, who mentioned that in the live chat, as I said. Max Kellerman used to be a rapper. He was a Jewish rapper from New York, and Stephen A. is an island brother. And so the island brother is like, I'm the HNIC.
Okay.
Get out of here. You're making me look bad. And Max Kellerman speaks on black topics so hard, it busts his head. And he wants him out. And Skip plays the game. But Skip.
Now, let me ask you this. You sound like you pay attention to this. What are the numbers, like the ratings on First Take in comparison to, what is it, Undisputed, if I'm not mistaken?
Okay, I'll give you a window of it. I don't have the numbers on deck, but I will say the Undisputed shot up because Skip speaks the hard. Skip speaks hard. Skip got 32 mil when Steven got 8, and you know numbers. So that's what.
Well, the 32 million is for 4 years, sir. It's for 4 years, and Stephen A. Smith gets the
Right,
eight
right
eight per year.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So he's retained. Stephen A. is looking for that juice because he's looking bad under Max.
Gotcha.
That's what this is.
Okay.
So Max is really making him look bad. He really did try to. I believe, as he did before with Rob Parker from Detroit, and he shook it behind the scene. He was shaking the wheels behind the scene,
Okay.
and then he's trying to like, bring Skip back because Skip played the game hard. That's why Skip got the big contract.
Gotcha. All right.
Max
all right.
Keller-
Listen, so I didn't mean to cut you short, but I don't want to do that whole deep dive thing. I asked, but that's not my main
It's just
topic.
a look, my bro.
No,
It's
thank
just
you,
look-
man.
yes, sir.
Okay, let's get him out of here. Now he's doing the brother thing. First was the shout-outs, now it's the brother thing. Jesus. Okay, Ronnie, you there? I'm gonna finish.
I am here.
Okay. All right. Hey, I do want to finish up with you so I can shift gears. I am interested in this investigation. I, like you, I believe this woman Jennifer, and I think that Nicki Minaj opened up this can of worms. So I am going to try and stay abreast as much as I can. Anything else that we're missing or that you want to put on the table about this story?
I mean, I feel like Nicki could have avoided all of this by just simply choosing a different man to marry. I mean, it's not the fact that he has a criminal record and he's an ex-con. It's the nature of what his charges were. It's not even so much about the manslaughter charge, which is what he served the most time for. It's anytime you have a sex charge associated with your name, you can never shake that. Never.
Yep. Okay. Well, I can't say who she should or she shouldn't choose because, as they say, love is blind. But I think she's running the risk now due to her own negligence of, getting all of her information subpoenaed. And they're not going to stop at just, phone records. They're going to dig in,
Right.
They're going to dig into taxes. They're going to dig into any type of shady dealings that may or may not have gone on. They're going to see if she's gang related. She did videos with Tekashi. This could be the beginning of the downfall for her. I hate to say it like that, but could be. Over some dick. Over some dick. So, anyway.
Yeah.
All right, Ronnie, let's catch up later. I'm going to get back to these cash apps and super chats and run through some other stuff, all right?
Absolutely, Star. Take care.
Good to talk to you. Take care, all right? Look at Ronnie holding me down. All right, let me slow it down, guys. I want to do research here. I'm going to try and do a show later on tonight, late night show. Hang on, I just hit something by mistake. What did I do? Fuck. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Lil Zeb, I got your donation. I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you for your donation, Lil Zeb. D. Smith got your donation. Come on down to the city, get a one-bedroom loft. Which city are you talking about? Atlanta, downtown? Yeah, I don't want anything where I have to do yard work anymore. I did that for so many years, decades in Pennsylvania, and it was great. It was great, but I mean, I don't want to do yard work. I don't want to have to, hire landscapers. I got a landscaper here that comes. Great guy. He was cleaning out the gutters the other day. But me, I'm done with yard work. But thank you for your donation, D. Smith, okay? Nico, how are you? FBJ off the Zans and lean. Heavy today. Maybe he was just waking up, but he brought some good information to the table. I appreciate that with regards to the sports topic. Hey, doll, I got your donation. All hail Queen Nicki Barbie Tings for life. Okay. Yeah, I like Nicki Minaj. Again, never met her. She was kind enough to leave me a drop for the Star and Buck Wild show back in 2012. I've said that before. And I wish nothing bad on her. But you can't just get up on social media and respond to everybody or have some type of clapback because it can be costly, okay? But thank you for your donation. Antonio got your donation. His favorite dog is American Akita. I like those dogs. I like dogs. I mean, I'm a dog lover. Okay, and who's this? Someone sent me is it Lanzella? Hey, Lanzella. Oh, that's a cute dog. You just sent me a picture of. Yeah. I've got another sponsor that has. Hang on a second, guys. Hold on. Where is that sponsor that has the clothing for dogs? Well, here's one that has been with me for a while. On the screen right now. www.yourpetschef.com. Black owned. Okay. For those who, like to support black businesses. And there was another one. I'm going to see if I can find you before the show's over, okay? All right, but thank you for your donation. Let me also go to Brandon. How are you, sir? Got your donation. Okay, they're coming for Florida Boy J. He's on those narcos, respectfully. Mike, how are you? Mike says, I've been a supporter since live and direct days. Thank you so much. Hey, let me also say something to some of you who have been with the show for quite some time. I appreciate you. I really do. And thank you for not tagging me on Twitter and Instagram all the time. You know, I'm not looking to be connected with every goddamn body. I just don't need celebrities to do what it is that I do. I never have. I know that sounds arrogant and cocky, but I like to give my opinion, and the audience appreciates my opinion. I mean, I can have a shitload of guests calling in, and from time to time they do reach out, and I bring them through. But thank you for not tagging me with every goddamn body on social media. I had to, and I hate to do this, I had to block 3 people last week. Tagging me with people up on social media that I just don't fuck with. I don't hate anybody. But I just don't want to be tagged with everybody. Brandon, thank you for your donation. Okay, what is this about? I was going to send donation. Okay, are you calling in? Christopher, are you calling in? I got your email. I have a 9-month-old American bulldog named Oreo. Okay. Okay. Thank you for your donation. So do you want to call in, or you just wanted to send in that email? Salute to you. Okay, who is this here? Okay, guys, I don't want to do too much on that whole topic. Maybe Sunday we can do a sports topic. KJ Turkson, thank you for your email, but I want to move past it. I'm more concerned about some other stuff right now. I am Nike Baez. Thank you for your donation. Hey, Scotland, how are you? Okay, you know what, Scotland? Why don't you send what you have to me, and I will then forward it to Ronnie, because I'm sending Ronnie a box here right now. Is that okay with you? Send it to me. I think you have my address. If not, shoot me an email, and I will send it. You can send it to me, okay? And let me make sure I have your banner ready to go. www.siptrinity.com, okay? Let me bring in a phone call, and then I'm going to Super Chat, guys. Area code 305. Good afternoon. Doing a little research. 305, you there? 012, 012. 305.
Nigga.
Hey, how are you, man?
Kelly, man, what's good with you, boss?
I'll do a little research, man, trying to figure out this Nicki Minaj thing. She looks like she's doing too much.
Oh, yeah. She always got down like that. But I like her, though. A real player, I like her.
I like
she
her,
a
too.
rider, though. She ride for her dude.
I like her, too. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy jumped out of prison and boom, right to the bag. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, but now I'm not fully up to speed on this story. But the girl sounds legit, and Nicki was talking reckless, saying that putting her mother in the conversation. And the girl said she was raised in foster homes. She wasn't even raised by her mother. So there's a lot of contradiction going on. You have to speed on this or no?
Hey, man, innocent bystanders getting hit, all that shit. You heard me?
Okay.
Nobody care. Hey, look, that's your daughter. That's blood. Now you guilty by association.
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody get one.
Yeah. Anything with regards to? I'm also asking about dogs. I'm thinking about getting another small dog myself. Any knowledge on dogs?
Nah, I ain't never had no dog.
Really?
I know shit down here. Honestly, all I knew, we grew up with them pits. Them pits are legal down here in Dade County.
Okay.
So you can't even own a pit.
Mm.
But outside of pits, I don't really know. Rottweilers, I don't know too much about no dogs.
Pit bulls are illegal in Dade County?
Yeah, you can't have a pit bull down here.
Mm.
Yeah. I grew up all that Mike Vick shit they talking about. I grew up. I'm 31.
Okay.
And my cousin them, they used to fight. Well, shit, I'm snitching, but yeah, they used to fight dogs and shit back in the days. And you know what I'm saying? Like, if your dog, I'm sure it go on everywhere. You know, if your dog lose or get beat up too bad, you gotta lay it down. You know what I'm saying? And it was a real problem. It was a real problem down here.
Well, I don't know the full history, or maybe some things I forgot, but white people were fighting pit bulls for decades, long before blacks and Hispanics ever started, getting pit bulls and breeding them. When blacks and Hispanics, to my knowledge, started, fighting them, going back to the 80s, that's when I first had one, then it became a problem.
Yeah, hey, you know what? On some real G talk, so I've been listening to you for a minute, right?
Mm.
And I used to always think, growing up in the hood, like, niggas niggas is real savages, real careless. I remember you used to be saying, like the white man is the original savage, stuff like that. And I started to learn, like, a lot of stuff we inherit, you know what I'm saying? So stuff, when you say stuff like that, I believe it, you know?
Now, the Asian created gunpowder. A lot of folks think that the white man created gunpowder. The Asian created gunpowder, and the white man took it and said, hey, we can use this to really kill more people.
Right.
Yeah, because the Asian created gunpowder for fireworks and celebrations. But then the Europeans said, well, damn, we can create things to kill people faster and at bigger rates. And then, well, it's a little complicated. But, yeah. But good, you were saying, go ahead.
No, that was it. No, that's real, though. Like, I be peeping all of it now, but it took for me to move out the hood for me to realize, from the outside looking in, you can see a little, clearer. But when you all in the middle of it, you don't know what's going on. You just thinking that going with the flow.
Yeah. Hey, man.
I did. I learned that type of stuff from you, though, for real.
Thank you. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Have a great weekend if we don't talk again.
All right, man. Peace.
Yes, sir. Take care. All right. Hang on, guys. I'm going through so many notes here. I never put on the table Nostradamus. Supposedly, this is not confirmed, predicted that 2021 would be the year of some type of zombie uprising. Anybody know about this? Let me see if I can even pull the story while we're sitting here, or while I'm sitting here. Nostradamus, 2021, year of the zombie. He was a French philosopher, by the way, for those who don't know, during the 1500s. Michel de Nostradam. And what does that mean, if anything? Anybody want to guess? Osiris says Bussy uprising. That may have some truth to it. If he did make such a prediction. And I'm not going to, denounce some of his predictions, because at the same time, if you, in my opinion, if you study human nature, it's not too hard to foresee. I'll say foresee as opposed to predict. It's not too hard to foresee what may happen in 20, 50, or 100 years. But for those who give a shit, here's the story. A zombie apocalypse prediction for 2021. Can you see that? I did pull the notes. Oh, and for those who have ever questioned why I don't put, things in the box just like, through OBS or Wirecast or something like that. When you do that, you are embedding an image into your video. And then that can make you vulnerable to a company or a photographer that owns that image. Anybody remember that back in the days of me and DJ Alias when we were doing the Star Chamber? We used to get hit with flags and all sorts of shit by the goddamn companies that owned certain images. You don't have to believe me. Fuck around and find out the hard way. Okay, Scotland, I got your donation. Thank you so much. And again, Lanzella, thank you. Very nice picture, darling. Okay. Okay, hang on a second. Someone's sending me. Okay, I'll get back to you after the show. Strictly business. Thank you so much. Are you in Atlanta? That's the question. I don't fly nobody out. Are you in Atlanta? Grahams, I got your donation. Grahams. Grahams. I own a Staffordshire Terrier. They are the best dogs. Okay. I stand on what I said earlier about dogs being instinctive as opposed to Homo sapiens. We conceptualize. That's one of the main differences. So the smells can turn a dog off. It can make a dog snap at you, to get you to back the fuck up off of them. Or you can have, now I know this may sound a little weird, you can have energy that the dog senses because they do have a higher sense. Anybody in the live chat? Yes, no, amen? I've had dogs that just sensed bad energy from friends and associates. Salute to Buck Wild, that's my nigga, all day, a day. But I had a little teacup chihuahua named Pancho Villa. And Pancho lived in a room, well, he and my other chihuahuas, they could roam the house, but there were certain rooms I would have little dividers, and I didn't let them go in those rooms because they would go in there and fight, brawl, tear shit up. Anyway, the point is, Pancho would let Buck Wild feed him, but he didn't want Buck petting him. Some dogs just don't want you to touch them. You can put down filet mignon, all sorts of high-grade shit, blue seal, Ukanuba, the good shit. But when you go to touch them, ow, because they don't like your energy. Okay. A couple of people know what I'm talking about. Yeah. He didn't like Buck's energy. That's all I'll say for right now. Theo got your donation. Okay, he says, F you, Mello, the worst Nick player. Well, hang on a second. Theo, let's try and have a conversation maybe Sunday if you want to call in. I appreciate your little donations here. But, yeah, I thought, and I stand on this, that Carmelo Anthony was the worst New York Knick ever. I think he ushered in the whole sneaker deal. Well, I mean, there were people getting endorsement deals prior to him, but he was the one everybody focused, the new Mellows. And he was just a volume shooter. He played no defense. He was the cancer of the Knicks, if you ask me. And Phil Jackson should have gotten rid of him, but I don't know if Phil Jackson's hands were tied. I forget. You can go to Knicks Fan TV. I'm sure CP and his team will give you more in-depth breakdown. I think he was the worst New York Knick ever because he was a volume shooter. He was only concerned about himself, getting more money, and more money. And if you think he's the greatest, sir, then you should prove that to me. And not by way of his stats. Oh, his stats are incredible. Incredible. But basketball is a team sport, Theo. Fuck boy. Andre, got your donation. Andre, you one of my sponsors? I'm going to try and do a show tonight, Andre, if that's you. Okay, I'm not familiar with that dog, sir, by name. I may have seen it, but thank you for your donation, Andre. Andre Young. Okay, in the UK. Thank you, Andre. If you get a chance, man, can you send me a picture via email? It's my email address. More than likely, I'm going to the shelter to get an older dog, you know? A dog who does a lot of sleeping. Hang on, let me bring in area code. What's 518? Good afternoon, 518, yeah, 518. A 12, a 12. 518.
Yeah, hello?
Good afternoon, how are you?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. How are you? Good afternoon.
Oh, shit. What's up, Star?
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm all right. I heard you talking about the zombie apocalypse.
Well, I was asking. I have not had time to pull all the notes, but yeah, supposedly Nostradamus back in the 1500s predicted a zombie apocalypse. Any knowledge on this?
Yeah, I wanted to bring up the predictive programming with that.
Please.
Because there's been non-stop predictive programming with the zombie apocalypse, prepping us for some sort of shit for the last, I don't know.
Sir, can you pull back on the profanity, please? Just pull back on the profanity.
TV program.
Sir. Pull back on the profanity. That's all I ask. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought anything goes on your channel,
sir.
but I got you.
No, sir. Continue on. Continue.
Anyway, yeah, they've been prepping us for with predictive programming about a zombie apocalypse for years now.
Okay.
What's your take on that, man? You think that's intentional?
Well, sir, I thought you were going
in the media.
I thought you were going to educate me.
Games, movies, video games, the whole nine.
I haven't done the research, to be honest with you. Nostradamus is somebody who, decades ago I did some reading on, and I said, I wasn't impressed, but educate me, please. So he predicted a zombie.
I mean, Nostradamus kind of you could argue that he predicted the 9/11 attacks. He did say 2 twins will fall in the city of York.
That's correct. Continue.
But for years now, they've had stuff about the zombie apocalypse. You see it in everything. So what do you think the zombie apocalypse, what do you think the end game is in all that? You see it on TV programs, The Walking Dead, the Black Ops video game franchise.
Okay.
Movies. All kinds of, you've been hearing about these. What's the one the old lady was watching recently? It was all everybody turned into zombies and all that. I don't remember the name of the show. But tons of them.
Okay.
And what do you know about predictive programming and how it manifests into reality eventually in so many cases throughout history?
Well, as I said earlier, I think if someone studies human nature, there are certain things that you can foresee because of the fact that we are creatures of habit. So it doesn't necessarily, in my opinion, matter what period we live in. We are always going to react a certain way. But again, I didn't go to college to learn that, so I don't want to act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. What say you?
Well, I'm not an expert. I'm just an observationalist that sees how things seem to play out on a regular basis. And
okay.
The whole concept of zombies has been a reoccurring thing for years and years and years.
Who would you say are the zombies today? Let's go there.
Way things have played out in the past.
Let's do a deep dive. Who are the zombies? If Nostradamus...
Some crazy shit in the future, brother.
Okay, Sarah, if Nostradamus was correct, hypothetically speaking, I don't do hypotheticals, but if you do, who would you say are the zombies today? Who would fit into that category?
Well, the first thing I could think of on a reality basis for zombies would be that maniac that took the bath salts down in Miami, and right. But
good point.
That's one.
Good point.
Incident, right?
The bath salt. Go ahead.
That's one isolated incident. Who knows what the after effects are going to be on this COVID-19 vaccine?
Let's go. I like where you're going. You went from bath salt and flocka to the COVID-19 vaccine. Continue. I'm interested.
Who knows? Who knows? They definitely have a invested interest to make sure that everybody seems to get this vaccine. They're pushing this. They've been pushing an agenda that to live next door to Jason Voorhees Unchained is less to fear than COVID-19. You shut the whole world down. You got a bunch of people lining up to get the needle in the arm. What's the after effects going to be?
Hey, listen, make sure I have your email address. Hang on a second. Make sure I have your email address because, listen, I also pulled some other notes this morning. I'm always pulling notes. Germany sees a rise of COVID-19 mutations. Do you know about this? You just spoke about COVID-19, the vaccine, yada, yada, yada. 40% of new infections, huh?
Well, you're getting injected with something that you didn't have in your system before.
Yeah.
And I actually transported COVID-19 test samples many a times and never got infected with that. I honestly think I got it naturally before it was like a national pandemic.
Okay.
Late last year, like January 2019.
Okay. Okay. Listen, I like what you put on the table. You went from the flocka, and what else was that? The something else you mentioned earlier, and then we went to the vaccines.
Before the vaccines?
Yeah, you said
we've been getting programmed about a zombie apocalypse type situation for years, like probably over 10 years now.
The flocka, you mentioned flocka.
In movies.
Flocka and then the vaccines. Okay, finish up, please.
Yeah, we've been getting programmed on that.
Okay.
And generally, before stuff happens, people get programmed by through the television, through all your media and all that, video games, whatever. Not so much video games with certain incidents, but in this one, yeah.
Okay.
They prep the people. It's you're acclimating the people to something that the people that pull the cards behind the scenes know that's coming in your future at some point.
Now, hang on a second. You say you transported COVID-19. What did you say you transported? Go back for a second. What did you say?
Oh, test samples.
Test samples. What line of work are you in? What line of work?
Courier.
Okay. Elaborate.
So I would pick up test samples and take them to a lab.
Okay.
I would drive them.
Did you see people on bath salt, as you made a reference to earlier? Did you see them, wigging out or coming down off that stuff?
No, I never saw that personally. That was a major news story. There's some dude in Miami that was on bath salts that, ate a person alive or something like that.
There was a lot of reports like that back in...
Definitely in line with zombie apocalypse shit, if you ask me.
Yeah. I'm feeling what you're saying, All right, listen, man, I'm going to take some other calls. Stay in touch, please, of your email, if you can, all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, man.
Good talking to you, Star, man.
You too.
I bought your book back in the day, Objective Hate.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Salute. Yes, sir. Okay. That was a good reference he gave. Bath salt, to the COVID-19 vaccine and to Nostradamus. The zombie apocalypse. Guys, give me a second. I just want to read something here. Now, here's what I want to know. Would the zombie apocalypse be a disaster, or would it be something that we willingly accept? There's different types of apocalypse, yes? Okay, they're talking about an emergency kit. What? I'm going to read up on this later. Anybody else want to chime in about the supposed zombie apocalypse? Are we done with Nicki Minaj? Mike says population control. That's a type of apocalypse. Absolutely. Okay. I need a snitch in that live chat because, again, this live chat is for this show for people to have fun and to troll and do what they do. When you start coming to my goddamn live chat trying to promote other shows, we get you the fuck up out of there. Fast. If you want to buy a promo package, you want to send it some Skrilla, do that. But don't come up in my goddamn chat talking about, yeah, we live at this time. Fuck out of here. Respect my grizzly. Because I don't need you. I'll let the good Lord feed you, as they say, right? Or what do Pimp and Ken say? I don't need you. I'll let the welfare feed you. Play with me. My last caller here, folks, for today, because I want to take it down shortly and try and come back tonight. Area code 704. Good afternoon. You're my last caller, 704. Are you there?
Yeah, what's up, Star? What's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Who are you?
It's Max.
What's up, man?
I'm calling out of 704.
Okay.
Queen City.
Okay.
You know, that zombie apocalypse, I know it's not the winter topic, but the zombie apocalypse, that kind of makes sense. I hope it's not true. I don't really believe in stuff like that, but sometimes I do fantasize about, like, I wouldn't say fantasize, but sometimes I think, like, yo, what if it is true? And I don't want it to be like the people who don't get the vaccine end up becoming affected by some type of zombie apocalypse. You know, and that's real talk, man. Like, I remember when they were talking about the vaccines coming in, the first wave of vaccines coming in, and I seen, like, on CNN, they were like regular workers attacking these
Now, hang on a second, sir, if I can jump, and you say you're seeing something on CNN. Now, with all due respect, are you a reading nigga? You're a reading nigga?
Somewhat.
Okay. I'm going to go take a nap, and then I got to head out, take care of a few things. I want to try and do a show tonight on this zombie apocalypse. If you're a reading nigga, I would appreciate you calling back so we can really just have a turn-up Friday night. What do you say?
All right, yeah, for sure. You can do that.
Make sure you got something to drink and something to smoke. I'm going to try and go live at 9 p.m.
Okay.
Talk about the zombie apocalypse. Okay?
All right, man.
Salute. Thank you, man. Salute.
All right.
Yes, sir. Okay, all right. What do you say, guys? It's Friday. I'm not going to hang out nowhere tonight. Not with no goddamn Rona and people fighting over who's going to get the Rona shot, yada, yada, yada. Let me go back to some of my donations so that I don't miss anybody. And folks, if I miss your donations, I always read them at the next show, okay? Just bear with me. There's a lot of people that get donations and don't even appreciate or respect the people who sent the donations in. In case you don't know, myself and DJ Alias, when we were starting out doing Star in the Morning up in Scranton, PA, and we started doing donations early before everybody else. You have to thank people. So I do try. Even if I don't get to you, I do try, okay? Blade, I got your donation. Blade, I'm going to read that tonight. FU2, thank you. Miss Giles. Hey, Miss Giles. She's talking about Great Danes. Yeah, I wouldn't get a Great Dane. No, that's too big. If a Great Dane takes a dump in the house, you got to open up windows. You got to burn incense. Good Lord. But thank you for your donation, Miss Giles, FU2. Okay, you're talking about UFC tomorrow, 3 championship fights. I might stream tomorrow. Let me check with Nomad Nick. That's still my guy. Nomad Nick is my guy. I knew it. He hung up the phone the other day, but that's my guy. Nick, are you out there? Nomad Nick, can you send me an email? Do we need to stream Saturday night, some type of fight? 813 Boss, thank you, man. He says, you were right, big nigga. Another out-of-town rapper shot and killed in Atlanta already going into the All-Star Weekend. Wow. Is that confirmed, 813 Boss? And 403 on the check-in says, Star, there is a tinted black van following me after you snitched on me yesterday. Go get that old nigga nap. Stop playing, you Aggie dinosaur. Okay, and Blade says, Star, okay, it's pronounced ho. Okay. You see, I thought it was, and I've been on her channel. Salute to her. But yeah, I don't want to, just say the wrong thing and then create tension, drama. I appreciate the young people. I salute them who, they are doing great jobs for the most part. The younger content creators. If I can just say this before I finish up the show. The reason why I love what Impressive does. Hello, everybody. Tasha K, Lovely T, Armand Wiggins, Storm Monroe, Daytime Tea Time, and there's a host of others. Paris Milan, one of my favorites. They do research. Radio, traditional radio, terrestrial radio, they just had gossip segments, and a lot of times they got information from like one source, a company that provided what was called a tip sheet. So they really didn't do gossip. And that's why Wendy Williams is such a pioneer. Wendy was always on the phone, arguing, fighting, literally fighting. I know she doesn't want to admit to that, but the bloggers of today, just to finish up on what you just said, Blade, they do research. So I appreciate her. And if anybody can send me a link to Nosy Ho talking with Jennifer, I would appreciate that, okay? And salute to her, Nosy Ho's platform. Don Woolley, got your donation. Like a blood clot Zet, a nigga from Harlem. Alexis, 1986. Let me go through some of the cash apps. Guys, if I miss anybody, I will get to your cash apps tonight. I'm going to try and do a show tonight. Tori, I got your donation. He says, if you pop another tag, I'm off myself. I'm sick of this. Hey, I just posted another video on my Starboy Media YouTube channel. Starboy Media. I'm not going to tell you, just go there. Part 3. Oh, you're going to hate that one, part 3. But thank you for your donation, Tori, okay? And salute to Polo the God. What are you talking about? Okay. Polo the guide says, get another Chihuahua. You know, I don't think I would get another Chihuahua because I cannot replace the Chihuahuas that I had. They were special. They were special. So that's why I'm asking, what type of dog should I get? Because a Chihuahua would remind me of my other dogs, and I wouldn't want to put those expectations on another Chihuahua. But I've always said those are the best dogs. But maybe it's time to try something else. Thank you, Polo the God, all right, for your donation. Okay, I'll get back to Scotland after the show. And I think that's it, guys, all right? I'm going to try and see it tonight. If I missed any cash apps or super chats, I will get to them tonight, okay? Let me go get some rest, and then we'll chop it up later, okay? Please make sure that you visit my sponsors, and especially this one. Great packaging as well. mytriplebutter.com, and tell her I sent you, okay? Take care.